I don't know. I didn't need to do that. I'm still unemployed. So I've moved locales. Now I'm in this corner. This is my collection room. I've changed locales to the point where I'm in this corner of my room. And I thought about it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna show off all my movies. I said that last time. Um, I have like over 500 movies. So, and the last episode was already like an hour and a half. And if I show off all my movies, it's gonna be like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I don't really want to do that. So instead, I figured we could just go through two things today. We can go through my top 10 movies and just a few cool doodads I have in my movie collection. These are all on my Letterboxd. That'll be linked below if you want to follow me on Letterboxd. I use it more than like any other app I have. I also have my phone down here. So if I keep looking down, it's because I have my phone. I'm not scripting this. I just have my top 10 listed on my phone. You just saw all of them, so it's okay. Starting off at number 10, we have my favorite Western. It's my 10th favorite movie, Django Unchained. I have the Steelbook. I got it like at Walmart a few years ago. Nothing special on the inside. The disc artwork is pretty cool. It's not 4K. It is Blu-ray. I don't really care. If I can get it on 4K, I'll get it. But if I have to get it on Blu-ray, that's no problem to me. The back has this cool shot of Django. And then the front has him, Christoph Waltz, and Leonardo DiCaprio. The spine is just the chain. Django Unchained, I haven't seen it in a really long time, but it is a really good movie. It's probably my favorite Tarantino movie, if not the only Tarantino movie I like. Didn't like Inglourious Bastards. Um, haven't seen any others, honestly. I just didn't. I saw Django Unchained, loved it. So I was like, dude, Quentin Tarantino is cool. Watched Inglourious Bastards, hated it, and never watched any others. I have almost all of them. I have the Kill Bills. I have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I have Reservoir Dogs. Um, I just don't. Also, Pulp Fiction is like overrated, man. Everyone talks about how good it is, and I'm turned off onto watching things that people say are like super good, because it's like if everyone thinks it's the best, eh, what do I have to add to that conversation? You know what I mean? Like some of these movies, people not don't like, but like some of these movies, people will say like aren't 10 out of 10s. I think all these are like 10 out of 10 movies or 9 out of 10 movies. Number 9 isn't a movie that I own. I own the vinyl, if you saw the last video. It's Inside by Bo Burnham. I know that it's not really a movie, but I think that the soundtrack is really cool and the visuals are also really cool. Put them together. That's a movie, basically. So that's my number 10, my number 9, but I don't have it on physical release because it's owned by Netflix, so there was no physical release. Number 8 is a Shane Black film. It's The Nice Guys. I watched this movie for the first time a few months ago, honestly. Um, a little after Christmas, I'd say, and I loved it. It was so good. It's so funny. I love Ryan Gosling. Um, I love detective movies. So, as you'll see, I have a lot of detective movies on this list. Um, but The Nice Guys is so funny. I don't know. It's really funny. I think the story is really cool. The plot is really nice. This is just the basic Blu-ray. Nothing special to it. But that's okay because the movie is special enough on its own. It's really funny. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say, really. Number 7 is a newer movie, not the newest on the list, but a newer movie. It's The Batman. Robert Pattinson is the coolest Batman. This is such a good Batman movie. I like The Dark Knight a lot. I think The Dark Knight is a good movie, but in terms of like the Batman character and the mythos of the Batman, I have a ton of Batman comics. I really like Batman. Just in terms of like the Batman character, I don't know if The Dark Knight is a perfect representation of that, whereas this is a really good representation of like early days Batman. But like you knew that every review is talking about like it's so accurate to the comics. I don't care about that. I care about how cool this movie is. Like Batman is a fucking grub in this movie, and it's fine. Like Bruce Wayne, he's a grub, man. I just think this movie's really good. This is the 4K release because there's a question mark in his eye, and I just thought that was so cool when I saw the release. So I was like, well, I need the 4K because the Blu-ray is like the default cover, whereas this one is this special cover. So yeah, Robert Pattinson is my favorite Batman. This is my favorite Batman movie. It's a really good movie. I love the detective story in it. I wish there was a little bit more detecting, but you know, not all movies can be perfect, even our favorites. I don't know. This movie just makes Batman cool in a way of, oh, he's a loser. Like this Batman's kind of a loser, but he's still really cool. I have a lot of memorabilia for this movie, so we're gonna get into that. This might be the longest part of this video, just because I have so much I have a lot of things to show off about the Batman. So, first things first, this is the Batman 4K. This is the first copy of the Batman I got. It's just the basic 4K. The slipcover is like shiny red. I like it. There's the question mark in his eye. The 4K is pretty cool. It's the Bat logo, as well as the Blu-ray is a red Bat logo, and then the special features disc is this green. You can't tell, but it's got Riddler insignias on it. Oh, it was upside down. There you go. Sorry. If you remember, I have the soundtrack on vinyl, so I'm not going to show you again because I already showed it in the previous video, but I have more, so 1 second. This is the Steelbook. This is the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook back when Best Buy sold movies. They don't anymore. What the fuck, Best Buy? I had to buy this on eBay because by the time I wanted it, Best Buy didn't sell movies anymore. I think this Steelbook is really cool. Obviously, it's Bruce Wayne, Batman, in the question mark. That's so cool. I think this cover, and like there's the rain, the back is just the logo with some Riddler stuff on it. I think this is also 4K, same discs inside. I just think this Steelbook is really pretty. It's really beautiful. I love Steelbooks. I have quite a few. Maybe one day I'll show off all my Steelbooks. That might be a thing we can do. But this is a really cool Steelbook. I wanted it for a while. But we're not done. Because I also have the Manta Labs Batman. This I also got on eBay. Manta Labs does some like Steelbook drops every once in a while. This is the Batman. It's got a lenticular cover. The back has the Riddler. It says Unmask the Truth. And then inside, first things first, there's this lenticular thing that just says Manta Labs exclusive to show that it's from Manta Labs. Manta Labs movies don't come with the movie. So this Steelbook doesn't have the movie in it. But this Steelbook is really cool. It's the poster for the Batman. One of what I think is the coolest posters for the movie. It's embossed here on the bottom where it says the Batman. The back has the Riddler in the same lighting. Really beautiful. I think a lot of the posters for this movie were so gorgeous, which just adds, to me, is another element of what I love about the movie, is that like even the marketing leading up to this movie was so cool. Again, inside there's no discs, but there's this little envelope here that says "To the Batman," And inside are just these cool art cards. There's the car. There's the car again. There's the Batman. Catwoman. Catwoman. The Riddler. The card that he gave him. Yeah, these are all pretty cool. Again, I think this movie was shot gorgeously. The cinematography is incredible. The cinematography is the same guy who did the Dune cinematography, which also looks beautiful. And there's one more thing with the Manto Labs release. It's this booklet here. It just says The Batman, and you open it up, and there's another envelope addressed to the Batman. And in this envelope is a lenticular of the Penguin. It says unmask the truth. I don't know how to show it to you. Kind of the Riddler logo appears and it says the truth. That's pretty cool. I don't know if every release came with a different character, or if they all come with the Penguin. I'm assuming every release comes with a different character, but I don't know. And you thought we were done with the Batman, but we're not. We also have this exclusive, it's 2 steelbooks. First things first, we have this like steel insignia. It's magnetic, so it comes off and it's him in the car. This comes with this stand, so I display it like that. And then inside this box is Catwoman on top and 2 more steelbooks right there. This first one is kind of a variation of the car scene where everything is red. He's walking towards the camera menacingly. The back has Catwoman on the bike. These are from the UK, so inside it just has the UK versions of the movies. Same thing, 4K Blu-ray, special features. And the second steelbook it comes with is this steelbook of him standing in the rain. And then the back has the Riddler in the red light. Same thing in here, just the movies. And we have one more thing to talk about with the Batman. I know it's been quite a lot, but we have one more thing to talk about with the Batman. I also have the Hot Toys Batman figure. Hot Toys are like superposable action figures. They're collectibles. This thing was another holy grail of mine. It's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I love the Batman. What can I say? Moving on to number 6 in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. We have another superhero comic book movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The first one, not the second one. This is a great movie. Probably my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time. I love this movie. When it came out, I've seen it like 6 or 7 times. It's really good. This is the 4K. I had the Blu-ray, but I gave it to my brother when I got the 4K. So in this 4K is just the DVD. The 4K is missing, and you might be wondering, well, why? It's because I also got this reissue of the Steelbook, which came with the 4K disc. So I just put it in here and gave the 4K that was in here to my brother. This is a really cool Steelbook. I love this movie. It's got him on the front, his logo on the back. I already showed you the inside, but I'll show you again. It's just this 4K and the Blu-ray. This movie's really good. And I also have one more thing. They released this box set a few years ago. This is the like Spider-Verse box set. It comes with both the first movie and the second movie, but it has the first movie, so I'm going to show it to you. It's this cool box. There's like a 3D effect in there, and then these just slide right out. In here comes with a 7-inch vinyl of Calling from the second movie and Am I Dreaming from the second movie. I guess I have another 7-inch that I didn't talk about before, but it also came with the digital codes, but I already redeemed the digital codes. I get a lot of digital codes because I get the movie multiple times, so I haven't redeemed these ones. It also comes with a replica of Miles' notebook. It's just paper. It's very flimsy, but it's cool. You know, they recreate a few of the pages in his notebook from the movie. Gwen. What Gwen? No Gwen on this page, though. She's back. So this is cool. And it also comes with these art cards of like the comic book covers they showed in the movies. So we have Miles's second comic book cover. We have Gwen's first appearance. We have the Peter B. Parker cover that was in the movie, and then 2099's cover. So those are cool. And then this is the movies. Comes with the first one and the second one. And then Gwen are in the middle. And then on the other side is the big diorama, big panorama of all the characters. Moving on to number 5, the top 5. What are my top 5, you might be wondering? I'll tell you. At number 5, we have Empire Strikes Back. Probably one of the greatest movies of all time. I love Empire Strikes Back. I love Star Wars. Star Wars is really cool. I have a ton of lightsabers on this shelf right here. You can kind of see them that get cut off. And then I have a ton of stuff, Star Wars stuff, but this is the steelbook for Empire Strikes Back. This is a really ugly steelbook, but I have it on steelbook. What do you want from me? The front just has Yoda, and then the back has the Jedi insignia. Inside, this comes with the 4K, which is pretty cool. A few years ago, I also got this. Is a big Star Wars, the Skywalker collection. It opens up like this, and it comes with episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There's a little message from Mark Hamill right there. So I also have these to watch Empire on. These are not 4K, but whatever. I don't really care. And one more thing to talk about with Empire, I also have the original trilogy on VHS, like when they were originally released. This is super beat up, but it's a cool way for me to watch the original trilogy uninterrupted, no special edition bullshit. Yeah, it's Star Wars, Not a New Hope. So this was really cool. My cousin gave this to me. I think I bought it from him for like a GameStop gift card. Thanks, man. Okay, now we're coming into the top 4. These are my top 4 on Letterboxd. So if you go to my Letterboxd, you know what these are already. But coming in at number 4, we have Challengers. I just watched this movie for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and it was really fucking good. I fell in love with this movie. It was the first Luca Guadagnino movie that I had ever seen, and it blew me away. Like, this movie is so good. This movie is sexy. This movie is hot. This movie is shot beautifully. This movie is acted perfectly, edited wonderfully. This is a masterclass of cinema. I love Challengers. I saw it, like I said, I saw it 2 weeks ago, and it already is my number 4 favorite movie of all time. So I don't have anything else from Challengers. I have a tennis racket in my car. My number 3 favorite movie of all time is La La Land. I have this steelbook here. It's them in the moonlight, and then when this comes off, it's them in Hollywood. Whoa, and there's the back. They're in the sky up there. I love steelbook slipcases that do cool stuff like this. So this was like the first I got. I love La La Land. Dude, La La Land is so good. It's easily, I don't know, easily like top movie ever. um, yeah, I don't need to tell you about how good La La Land is. I have the soundtrack on vinyl that I forgot to show when I was showing all my records. It's just standard black though, so I'm not gonna go get it. But I love La La Land and I love the soundtrack. I love everything about this movie. My second favorite movie of all time. It's a movie that I've loved since I was a kid. It's Fantastic Mr. Fox. This is the Criterion release. I love Wes Anderson. Um, he's such a cool director. I think his style is really interesting. Um, and Fantastic Mr. Fox is my favorite of his movies. I really like Grand Budapest Hotel. I liked Asteroid City. I liked French Dispatch. Um, but something special about Fantastic Mr. Fox. I don't know. Like I said, this is the Criterion, so this is the inside, and it comes with this. It comes with this booklet about the movie. Um, it's like an essay about the movie. It's really cool. I love learning how my favorite movies are made. So I'm someone who like watches the director's commentary and watches the behind the scenes. So I really like when Criterion does stuff like this and like includes booklets. And finally, my number one favorite movie of all time. I think it's really good. I love this movie. It's The Princess Bride. Um, I love The Princess Bride. I remember the first time I watched The Princess Bride was in sixth grade, and my friend was like, "Do you want to watch The Princess Bride?" And I was like, "No, that's a girl movie. What are you talking about? It's called The Princess Bride. That's a movie for bitches, dude." And then I watched it, and I became a bitch because it's so good. I fell in love with it immediately. I watched it over and over and over and over. This is again the Criterion release. This is the 4K Criterion. I also have the Blu-ray Criterion, but they're the same, so I didn't want to bring them over. It's like this book. It's like a book. On the back it says "As You Wish." There's a book inside. Again, Criterion does cool stuff like this. I also have the Princess Bride book. It's on my bookshelf. I forgot about it until like just now, so I don't have it ready to get for you. But I have the Princess Bride book, and I have Carrie Elwes's book about him, like his book "As You Wish," about him talking about the production of the movie. This is my favorite movie ever. This is such a good movie. Man, I love this movie. Mwah. I love this movie. I also have the Princess. I also have the Princess Bride on Laserdisc. I don't have a Laserdisc player, but I just thought it was cool. I love the Princess Bride, and I wanted collectibles from it, so I got the Laserdisc of it. Um, it just looks like a big CD. Whoa, you can see my room. I don't have a Laserdisc player, so I'm never gonna use this, but it's cool to have. So those were my top 10 favorite movies of all time. If you look at the video, it's not over. We still got some time left, and that's because I also just have cool stuff in my collection that I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you some of the coolest things I have in my collection, because why not? So first things first, I guess we should address what is in my collection. I have movies, I have vinyls, I have action figures, I have collectibles, I have board games. I don't have video games. I have video games, but none of them are cool enough to show. I have books. I have a lot of stuff. I collect a lot of stuff. So we're just going to show off some of my favorites today, starting with Japanese Shrek 3. I don't know why I have this. I went to my movie store and I bought, I was going through, seeing what they had. They update pretty regularly. And I saw this, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? It's Japanese Shrek 3. So the back is all in Japanese. Japanese Shrek 3. The inside, it comes with this cool paper that I don't... It's cool because it's in Japanese. And then there's the disc. Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually watched it because it's just Shrek 3 in Japanese. And I can do that on my Shrek. I can just go change the language to Japanese and then watch it. So, but I don't know. I think it's just a cool collectible to have. Shrek 3 in Japanese. Another one of my favorite movies that used to be in my top 10, but it kind of fell out a bit ago when I rewatched it, is Casablanca. I think it's one of the most romantic stories ever told. I love Casablanca. I love this movie. It is the oldest movie I've ever seen. I don't really watch a whole lot of old movies. But this is the special 70th anniversary edition that came out a few years ago. It's numbered. I have number 50 to 10 out of 81,000. So let's open it up. So inside we have this book, 70th anniversary of Casablanca. It's just a bit of like behind the scenes stuff. What makes it a classic. And then some character profiles, you know, Rick Blaine, Ilsa Lund, Victor Laszlo. And then there's some pictures of like production stills and stuff like that. I just think this movie's cool, and I like this. I like stuff like this. Like, look at this. Cool picture of production. Inside, it also comes with the movie. Again, this is the 17th anniversary edition, so it comes with the Blu-ray, the DVD, and then some special features. I bought it on 4K. They released this movie on 4K. I bought it on 4K, but this just came with the Blu-ray. What are you gonna do? And it also came with these. I'm never gonna use them, but they're these cool coasters. We have a coaster for Casablanca itself, a coaster for Rick's Cafe, a coaster for the Blue Parrot, and a coaster for La Belle Aurore. These are pretty cool. I'm never going to use them because they're collectibles and I don't want to damage them, but they're cool to have. Okay, moving on to just some other cool collectibles that I have. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. It's one of the Disney ones. The blade is behind me in the corner, but this is Obi-Wan's. I also have Luke's. I also have Cal Kestis's lightsaber. Cal Kestis is my favorite Jedi. Cal Kestis is my favorite Star Wars character. I have his lightsaber tattooed on my arm. He's super cool. I love Cal Kestis. I love those games. So I have a statue of him in the other room. I have his lightsaber. I also have this action figure of him. I opened it, but I put it back in the case because why not? I'm not going to play with it. I want it in the box. Speaking of in the box, you probably saw this in the background, but I also have Lando Calrissian, but the Donald Glover version. I love Childish Gambino. We talked about it before, so I have the Lando Calrissian action figure of him. This is also really cool. Speaking of action figures and Childish Gambino, I also have the super limited like action figure that he put out with his tour. There's only like 500 of these, and the tour didn't finish, so I actually think there's less even than that. I lied, there's 200. I have number 10. This is the bag that it came in. I've taken it out of the bag to look at. I'm not going to take it out of the box just because this thing is super limited, but it's him. And he comes with a little chicken. And then on the back, it comes with all the tour dates. Some of these didn't happen. So, but this is like a prized possession of mine. This was really cool to get. Another cool collectible that I have, this is back to the movie related things. I also have the complete Avatar, The Last Airbender on Steelbook. So this is the cover, and then this is the back of Book 1, Water. This is the cover, and this is the back of Book 2, Earth. And then this is the cover, and this is the back of Book 3, Fire. This is really cool. Avatar is one of my favorite TV shows, so having it all on Steelbook is just cool. I just realized that I never took off this back thing until right now. Whoops. I also have Korra on Steelbook. This is the cover of Book 1. Here's the back of Book 1. This is the cover of Book 2 and the back of Book 2. The cover of Book 3, the back of Book 3. And the cover of Book 4 and the back of Book 4. As much as I love Avatar, I've never seen all of Korra. because people talk about how bad it is. I don't know. So I got it on Steelbook so I can watch it. That is everything. I'm like looking around my room now to see if there's any other cool stuff that I want to show you. And I don't know. I have a lot of stuff, but none of it I think is cool enough for this cool video episode. Um, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I am still unemployed. I don't know what the next episode of this is going to be. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'll probably talk about some movie. I'll probably tell a funny story. I don't know. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Who knows?